thank you so much for being here. What a beautiful day it is. The rain held out for us for the sort of a wrap-up press conference for the 2019 Great Savannah Litter Pickup Day. I'm Ken SLATS out of the Office of Public Communications. We can't thank you enough again for being with us. Thanks for all the media to coming as well to help us promote this wonderful event. You know, this is a threefold event, not only to wrap up today an all-out effort to clean up our city, the city of Savannah. It's also to launch phase number 2 of Keep Savannah Clean, an anti-litter campaign with which Mr. Parker from Parker's will get into that a little bit more. And of course, the third part of it, just this past Thursday during our city council meeting, we passed the Clean Community Ordinance, and that kind of gives our Chief Minner some other tools for his staff to kind of launch some more enforcement of litter and litterers in our city of Savannah. A lot of VIPs we have. We'll start with our mayor. Eddie DeLoach is with us. Mayor Pro Tem. Carol Bell is with us as well. From the 4th District, Julian Miller. From our 2nd District, Bill Durrance. Dr. Shabazz from our 5th District. Of course, our Police Chief, Roy Minter. Greg Parker from Parker's. And Taffany Young, our Chief Community Officer, is with us as well. Where's Taffany at? I know I saw her. She's over there. And I hope I didn't miss anyone. People were showing up at various times. 2 to my right. And of course, I will get to them in a second. They are special guests today, of course, CARLISS and LaToya from Keep Savannah Beautiful. Here she is. Thank you for joining us, Miss Young. With that, we're going to start with some opening remarks from our mayor, Eddie DeLoach.
Okay, what is it today? It's a great day in the city of Savannah, isn't it? Yes. I want to thank everybody that showed up and came out and actually worked doing this today. 80 different organizations came out to participate in the neighborhoods to pick up, clean up, and make things different. This is a demonstration. This is what came from this square, is my understanding. Am I right? Just this square. This is what we picked up in this square. So you can imagine the amount of trash we picked up in other areas. The point I'm making in all that is none of this should be on the ground. Unfortunately, it is, and I appreciate everybody that's out picking it up, but let's really look at our ordinances. We got them in place now. So let's just make a real effort not to throw the trash on the ground. If you got to smoke, throw the butt somewhere. Take your butt over there and throw a butt away into the trash can. Whatever you got to do, but just clean up the areas because it really does get to be a mess. But I do want to thank everybody. I got where's my trash warriors? The trash warriors are here. They're working on a regular basis. Thank the trash warriors. They're out all the time making things happen. Edmund's out there getting it done. Where's Edmund? There he is. He's doing a good job. Bill's out humping. So is Julian. Carol, I don't think Carol worked, y'all. I don't really. But we are glad to have y'all here, and thank y'all so much. And help us take care of Savannah. Where's Flau'jae? Let me recognize this lady right here put an effort into this thing and actually decided to participate by putting her face on the sign and said, "Hey, don't trash Savannah." I mean, that's her motto. And she said that not only here, but she said it on TV. I want to make sure we take care of Savannah. Thank you so much for doing that for us, Flau'jae. Thank you. And I'm going to turn it over and get out of the way.
Thank you, Mayor. You did mention, I forgot a couple, but I definitely did not. 2 of the MVPs of this is CARLISS based with the city of Savannah and also serving as the executive director of Keep Savannah Beautiful, and LaToya Brandon, the chairwoman for Keep Savannah Beautiful. We'll have both you guys come up here as well.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are super excited about the accomplishments of today, and we would like to thank everyone for their support of Keep Savannah Beautiful and their commitment to work together and conduct litter cleanups today throughout our community as part of the 2019 Great Savannah Litter Pickup. Like the mayor mentioned, we had 81 organizations who signed up to participate. This includes neighborhoods, civic organizations, businesses, and schools. Their participation and commitment is a true testament of the amazing power of partnership in this community and in Savannah. We would also like to thank the Keep Savannah Beautiful board members for their hard work and dedication in planning this event. And now I will turn it over to the Keep Savannah Beautiful board chair. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon. KSB, Keep Savannah Beautiful, would like to remind the citizens that keeping our community clean and beautiful is not just a one-day event. It's a year-round effort, and we would like to encourage everyone to get involved in our Adopt a Spot program, which encourages residents to adopt a location and to clean it and maintain it throughout the year. We currently have over 40 partners working with us in that effort, but there's still a great need for more volunteers. We would like to make a special thanks today to the Thomas Square neighborhood for their participation. We would like to thank them for their participation in today's event, and we would also like to let you guys know that we have many spots available, so please reach out to us. We'd love to have you, your neighborhood association, or civic group adopt a spot. Thank you.
Carlos and LaToya, thank you very much. Now, while this is a citywide event trying to tackle litter, obviously when you dig a little deeper, you get into the neighborhoods, and that's what we want. We want clean parks, clean houses around, and clean areas around the roads. And we have the neighborhood president from this district right here, or I should say this neighborhood, Thomas Square, Clinton Edminster, to come up and say a few words.
Thank you all for coming out. It's a proud day in Thomas Square. Thank you all to all of our neighbors that came out today and joined us picking up litter. We had 67 residents sign in this morning, and go and clean up about a square mile of this beautiful, beautiful city. That's not including all the awesome kids that helped out today, so it really was a across-the-board effort. I'd also like to thank the 22 small businesses that supported our work today. You make our neighborhood a great place to work and a great place to live, and we thank you for that. I'd also like to thank the Live Oak Public Library right in front of us for the chairs and the tables at today's event. Litter happens when people forget the value of their neighborhood. Our actions today, our shared actions, send a message to all that we care about this place. We are a neighborhood that cares. Litter pickups like this, both big ones today and the small ones that we do throughout the month, throughout the year, they help our neighbors meet people. They help our neighborhood know itself a little better. This is how you make a strong neighborhood, by encouraging overlapping and redundant connections between people in many different ways. This is resiliency, and this is what it looks like. What looks like a simple litter pickup today is actually something much deeper. Today we learned respect. Today we learned work. Today we learned care. We learned to be a neighborhood that this city deserves. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Clinton. As we launch phase number 2 of Keep Savannah Clean, we are very fortunate in the city of Savannah to have a company like Parker's and their CEO, Greg Parker, behind us to help launch a great citywide litter campaign to take it to another level. And I will ask Mr. Parker to come up now.
Thank you. Thank all of you very much. I appreciate it. I'm so thrilled to see all these people here today. And we so appreciate working with the city of Savannah on this. I want to tell you a little bit of a story about how this whole thing started 3 years ago. Bren Grant, where are you, Bren? There she is. So Bren Grant comes to me and says, Greg, we need to do something about litter in our community. And Bren is very convincing, and she got me excited. And I went to the city and I said, look, why don't we do a public-private initiative? Why don't we have, just like we have the 80 neighborhood associations working with us, this isn't something that the city can accomplish on their own. So we got together with a group of people and we decided we're going to try to make a difference. We're going to try to reduce litter in our community by 50% in a year. And so I gave $20,000, the city matched the $20,000, and then we went and raised, what, Brent, a little over $200,000 with cash and like-kind exchange from people like WTOC and the Savannah Morning News and all. Some of the people are listed up here that y'all can see. So we raised this money, and we tried to have 3 legs of the stool. It was about community engagement. It was about education in the schools, and it's about enforcement. So Bren started a council for, we had in, 11 schools, Bren? We had 11 schools where we have started clubs so that we could start educating people from an early age to understand that littering really matters. And if you all know about the broken windows theory, that was in Malcolm Gladwell's book, he talked about the fact that if we allow graffiti and trash and broken windows to occur, what happens is the community starts to lose pride in itself. And we live in America's most beautiful city. So my gosh, we should be doing something to take care of it. To think that this was in the Thomas Square neighborhood is quite astounding to me. And I want to point out that one of the great warriors of Savannah is right here. Gene Pravat, what he does and what he has to do in picking up litter and trash and what they do after St. Patrick's Day is extraordinary. So let's give them a round of applause. So thank you. So the cities, and we're very fortunate because now we have CARLISS is helping us, and we have Taffney Young. Taffney and I have worked together. The Mayor Pro Tem and myself worked with Taffney before on an initiative that we did to make Savannah one of the best cities in the country in which to do business. And we had huge response to it. We moved from 140 something to 74th through hard work. And so we've got an extraordinary team here with our city. And by working with this public-private initiative, we've been able to do important things. But today is really the second launch of this very worthwhile pursuit. I think all of us think littering's bad, but we've got to hold each other accountable. And one of the things that I do, and people see me all the time walking around picking up trash, people will follow your lead if you do that. You know, we have to lead by the example that we set. I'm in the convenience store business, and I will tell you, when I ride down the streets and I see Parker's cups on the side of the street, it's like a little knife in my heart. So we want to satisfy the consumer and give them what they want, but we also want everybody to be responsible citizens. So I'm so thrilled here to be relaunching this initiative, and it's really exciting. The way we've been able to do it is because we assembled my team. You know, it's hard doing things with the city sometimes when you have to do RFPs and things like that. So what I finally said is, let's bring our team. So I'd like to acknowledge a few people here if we can. Allison Hirsch, can you come up here, Allison? Jillian, can you come up here? Mary Carswell, can you come up here? Craig, come up here with us. Come on, Craig. You don't have to be the photographer. Come on up here and help. Who am I leaving out?
Brett.
Oh, where's Brett Bell?
He's
Brett has been incredible throughout this initiative. So what we did is we brought together the Parker team, and we're saying, what can we do? Because there's a lot of stuff that's going to go on. These wonderful billboards of our new spokesperson, Flau'jae. Can you come on up here? I want to tell y'all about Flau'jae. Y'all might have seen her on America's Got Talent. She came in number 2 in the United States. She has agreed to be our spokesperson. And Panhandle Slim has done this incredible artwork, which is going to be on a bunch of billboards throughout the city. We're doing commercials that Spy Hop has put together. Mary's put together, who is quite extraordinary. Allison is helping us not only with the strategy and the planning, but what we can do in PR, because we've got to get the word out. We've got to get the word out that litter matters, and that we've got to do something about abating litter in our community. Now, I was saying that what happened with us before, and I'm going to come back to you in just a minute, Flau'jae, is that we had these things where we had community outreach, education, using billboards, outdoor, television, radio, to try to get the word out. And then we did all these things in the schools with community outreach. But until we have one thing, until we have this very important thing, that there's going to be enforcement, our hands were tied. And now with Chief Roy Mittner's help, we are so thrilled because beginning today, the Savannah Police Department is going to start giving tickets for littering. Because pretty much before now, that hasn't occurred. If you think back to New York when they said we're going to make it a crime to cross the streets with jaywalking, until that time, it was impossible to enforce. So now with this enforcement, we're really thrilled and excited about being able to do it. And having such a profound spokesperson like Flau'jae, who has written a song that is going to take our message forward. She's going to be the face of this artwork, which I think is so great. She's going to be on all these billboards. So this whole team has come together to try to do something really meaningful. We want this to be the beginning of the end of 50% of the litter in our communities. So we have got to support the police department. I can promise you right now, there are going to be some people that are going to come out and say, what are you doing giving tickets for littering when murders are taking place? We as a community have to support the police department, and we have to get out in front of this, and we've got to take some of the heat away from them, because we need y'all tremendously, and we're so excited about what's about to occur. So that's the end of my remarks, and now I would love to introduce the chief. Come on up, Roy. Thank you.
Thank you, Greg. Good afternoon. Isn't this a beautiful day in a beautiful city? All right, and we want to make sure we keep it that way. Thank you. First and foremost, let me thank everyone who participated in today's citywide cleanup. And I also want to thank each and every person who continues to do a great job of not littering in our city. But I also want to send a clear message to those people that we realize we still have individuals, residents and visitors to our city who are still not appropriately discarding their trash. We're going to continue to educate people, but we also want to make sure people know that we're serious about enforcing the litter ordinance in our city. We have a current ordinance and we recently had a revised ordinance, and we're serious about the clean community ordinance. It has very definitive fines. It is a real and significant ordinance for us. We're going to continue to focus on gangs, guns, and drugs, but we're also going to focus on those quality of life issues such as littering that also have an impact on our community. This is a serious concern because we want to make sure we have a safe and a clean community. But we also want the public to continue to partner with us so that we can continue to have a safe and a clean community. We want to thank everyone for their commitment to continue to keep our city clean. And we also want to thank everyone for their commitment to keeping Savannah clean. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chief. And I would also like to introduce Flau'jae. I asked her if she would give us a few remarks, and she's agreed. And she's 15, by the way. Can you believe this? She's beautiful, she's tall, and she's talented. Here's Flau'jae.
How y'all doing today? Thank you. I didn't want to say much. I just want to let y'all hear the rap that I created for the Keep Savannah Clean campaign. So here it is. Y'all ready? All right. Look, this the city that I love. Let's try to keep it up. It's where we party every day, so through the week is up. And everybody having fun, nobody deep as us. We got our own style, but we just gotta clean it up. I love my home, down by the water. I told her that I'm a southern girl from down by the border, and ain't nothing changed about me. That's how Savannah raised me, history in the making. Everybody love it, it's amazing. This is our home. How about we take some pride in it, thrive in it? I'ma pull up and take a ride in it. And it's so easy to go put it in a basket. This is my home, don't trash it. Thank you so much. Let's keep Savannah clean.
Wasn't that great? All right, and now in closing, I'll introduce Ken SLATS back.
Mayor DeLoach, do you have a rap for us to wrap things up here? Can you do that? No? Again, we can't thank you all for coming. You'll notice the garbage from the folks right here at the Thomas Square District. And if you notice our trucks, too, they're pretty straightforward. Don't litter. Keep Savannah beautiful and clean. And thank you all for doing your part and help spread the word so the rest will. Thank you all very much for coming today.